For anyone questioning the Caitlin Clark effect, we now have people wanting to watch golf because of her. We saw the kind of offer that Ice Cube made to Caitlin to play in the Big Three. That is $5 million to play 3 months.
Angel Reese is clearly upset after learning that Caitlin Clark has earned a massive $10 million off the court. Yes, $10 million. Meanwhile, Angel isn't even making half of that on the court, which has to hurt. It's pretty clear she's feeling jealous because, let's be honest, the tension is hard to miss.
Throughout the year, WNBA players were demanding to be given credit for elevating the league. Angel Reese claimed that she was along with their pretend friends in the mainstream media. They wanted us to believe that the WNBA was exploding in popularity. They wanted to keep all the credit for themselves while downplaying the impact of the only star in the league, Caitlin Clark.
These two started from the same place, but now one is soaring while the other is struggling. Angel Reese is looking for other ways to make money, even trying bold modeling to earn extra cash. But let's face it, when you lose self-respect, even the money doesn't last. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is building her brand the right way, with class, and now she's $10 million richer. So, it's no surprise Angel had a meltdown. Let me break it down for you.
I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on.
Angel Reese has always been in the spotlight, dominating both the court and social media with her bold confidence. She became a household name, especially after her controversial taunting of Caitlin Clark in the NC Championship. People either loved her or criticized her, but one thing was clear: Angel knew how to get attention. However, getting attention and earning a $10 million paycheck are two very different things, as Angel has recently learned in a tough way.
Caitlin Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million viewers.
Caitlin Clark, the calm and steady powerhouse, has turned her on-court success into a $10 million empire. That's the kind of money that makes even experienced pros pause, let alone college athletes. For Angel, who prides herself on being a trendsetter, watching Clark easily step into a financial level that seems out of reach has to hurt like salt in a wound.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Interview 5. The frustration isn't just about the money, it's about what the money stands for. Angel Reese has worked hard to build her brand, embracing the Bayou Barbie persona and using her bold personality to stand out in the world of nil deals. But while Reese has been focused on creating viral moments, Caitlin Clark has been focused on building lasting wealth. It's the classic story, the flashy attention grabber versus the quiet achiever. This time, the quiet achiever has come out on top. Reese's meltdown makes sense when you think about it. Imagine beating someone in a championship, taunting them, outplaying them, and then watching them beat you where it truly matters, the bank. That kind of reality check stings. While Reese may have the spotlight, Clark has the endorsements. She's secured deals with major brands like Nike, Gatorade, and Bose, each one helping her become not just a basketball star, but a marketable icon.
Now, the other recognizable name on the roster, Angel Reese, who has got to be absolutely terrified. It is not going to be a good Christmas for the villainous Angel.
The difference between the two athletes comes down to how they're seen. Caitlin Clark is the clean-cut, no-nonsense athlete who lets her game speak for itself. She's the relatable star who connects with fans of all ages. Angel Reese, on the other hand, is bold, loud, and unapologetic. While her energy excites her supporters, it's not always what corporate sponsors want. Brands prefer safe choices, and Clark is as safe and profitable as they get.
Without a doubt, Angel Reese is the biggest star in this new league. Hell, she is the only star with Unrivaled. There is not another player in this league capable of drawing a mainstream fly to this unknown turf. Whether it's fair or not, the success or the failure of this league, it is going to be directly tied to Angel Reese. Does Angel have enough drawing power to capture mainstream interest?
It doesn't help that social media is having a field day with this. Fans and critics are quick to point out the pay gap, turning it into a clash of styles and personalities. On one side, there's the humble, hardworking narrative about Clark, and on the other, the flashy, showstopper image of Reese. These comparisons are not only unfair, but also oversimplified. Both players have worked hard to get to the top, but the business of sports doesn't care about fairness. It cares about marketability. Right now, Caitlin Clark has the advantage.
Well, now, jealous WNBA players will have the opportunity to earn that credit. Now, players like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance to test their star power.
Angel Reese isn't the type to sit back and let this slide. She thrives on proving people wrong, and this $10 million news will likely fire her up even more. Reese knows how to turn controversy into an advantage, so it wouldn't be surprising if she uses this frustration to fuel her game or create her next viral moment. But the bigger question is whether she can shift her brand to attract the type of sponsorships Clark has locked down. It's not just Reese who's feeling the pressure. Fans are turning this into a bigger debate about what it takes to succeed in the nil era. Is it all about skill, or does personality play a role? Is Reese being overlooked because she's outspoken, or is Clark simply using a strategy that works? The truth is probably somewhere in between. Nil deals are just as much about perception as they are about performance, and Clark has mastered the balance of both.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
For Angel Reese, the challenge now is figuring out how to close the gap. She's already a cultural icon, inspiring many young athletes with her confidence and charisma. But turning that influence into financial success requires a different approach. Reese might need to soften her image, diversify her brand, or rethink how she presents herself in the market. That doesn't mean losing who she is, it means finding a way to make her brand work for her in the long run. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is doing what she does best, staying focused. She's not engaging in drama or gloating because her success speaks for itself. She's too busy cashing checks to get caught up in the noise. That level of discipline and self-awareness is part of what makes her so appealing to sponsors. She's not just a great athlete, she's also a smart businesswoman who knows her worth and how to use it. Interview 11. And that's what really sets these two stars apart. Angel Reese shines in the spotlight, loves viral moments, and thrives on the noise. Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, thrives on consistency, reliability, and results. Both approaches have their strengths, but in the world of nil deals, one is clearly more profitable than the other. This isn't just a story about two basketball players, it's about the changing landscape of college sports. Nil deals have transformed the game, making athletes into entrepreneurs and putting marketability on the same level as skill. For players like Caitlin Clark, who can balance both, the rewards are huge. For players like Angel Reese, who are still figuring out how to navigate this new reality. And that's what really sets these two stars apart. Angel Reese shines in the spotlight, loves viral moments, and thrives on the noise. Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, thrives on consistency, reliability, and results. Both approaches have their strengths, but in the world of nil deals, one is clearly more profitable than the other. This isn't just a story about two basketball players, it's about the changing landscape of college sports. Nil deals have transformed the game, making athletes into entrepreneurs and putting marketability on the same level as skill. For players like Caitlin Clark, who can balance both, the rewards are huge. For players like Angel Reese, who are still figuring out how to navigate this new reality, the path is a bit more challenging.
Some estimates have said that the league is going to lose about $50 million. Is there a scenario that you will try to raise more money right now?
Probably not. We probably don't need to raise capital like we did back in when I came in 2020, started assessing raising capital.
But let's not count Angel Reese out just yet. She's a fighter, a competitor, and someone who knows how to adapt. This isn't the end of her story. It's just a new chapter. If there's one thing Reese knows how to do, it's turn a setback into a comeback. Whether she can catch up to Caitlin Clark in time remains to be seen, but one thing's for sure. The rivalry between these two stars is far from over. In the end, this isn't just about money, endorsements, or social media clout. It's about two incredible athletes pushing each other to be better. Even if they don't realize it, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark may be rivals, but they're also part of a bigger movement that's changing women's sports. While their approaches may be different, their impact is undeniable. They're not just redefining the rivalry in basketball, but also in branding. While Clark quietly secures millions, Reese is reflecting on her next move, fueled by frustration and determination. Their different paths highlight the complicated world of nil deals, where talent and perception collide in unpredictable ways. While Angel Reese may be having a meltdown now, it's only a matter of time before she channels that frustration into something bigger. If there's one thing we've learned about her, it's that she doesn't back down from a challenge. And if there's one thing we've learned about Caitlin Clark, it's that she knows how to stay ahead of the game. Together, they're redefining what it means to be a star in college basketball, and we're all just along for the ride.